and gentlemen, welcome to the Podheads. I'm your commander-in-chief, Frank the Tank, and I'm hanging with my best buds, JB Perez.
What's up, Frank?
And my main man, Big Ace.
What up? What up?
How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Chilling. Can we get a session in?
Absolutely.
All right.
Thought you'd never ask.
Today's Monday.
How was your guys' weekend?
It was
Just
good.
go off a pretty good weekend?
It was good. Nothing major, Had a date.
Date?
Had a
Ace?
fucking date.
Big Ace with a date?
Oh,
Pretty
you
fucking
already
random.
know.
It wasn't planned.
How'd
It
you
was
meet her?
just pretty random. We met her online, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That's how it's done nowadays. It's
Yeah,
online.
you don't meet anybody in the
Takes
club,
all
in the church
fucking
anymore.
guesswork out. You don't got to go buy drinks and try
Oh,
to
so
impress
that's
nobody.
why.
It's just easier. See,
You cheap
Lazy.
bastard. Lazy.
No, it's not easy. I'll tell you what it is. I'm shy. I think Frank can attest to that I'm very shy.
With the ladies.
When it comes to just like in public, going up to a chick and talking to a chick, I'm shy. And
Okay.
I didn't do it. So the online thing kind of takes that shit out of it,
Sure,
takes that element
sure.
away.
I bet
Sure,
you there are a
little
lot of
courage,
people
yeah.
out there that agree with you.
But there's a
that.
lot
Okay.
of people that do it. I mean, if you go online,
It seems to be the thing now. It seems to be
it's
nobody
just-
really
it's
meets anybody
easier.
else.
It makes it easier to get to know somebody.
Easier to hook up.
People these
But I think
days.
a lot of people do it just because it's easier, and especially a lot of people, my age, you've probably got if you're 30, if you're in your 30s, chances are you got kids, you're working,
So you're busy.
Yeah, you
you're
ain't got time to
And
be
you
out
don't
there
have
clubbing.
the time to be out and about shaking
Sure,
your ass in
sure,
the club
sure.
all the time, and a lot of people have grown past that.
So how long did you know this girl? How long after you met her did it take to go out on a date?
To actually meet her,
I'm sorry, but how long after you met her online
Well,
before you actually
we've
met in person?
actually been communicating for a while, but very on and off. Nothing steady, like a message every day or whatever. It'd be something where, a few weeks, hey, how's it going, blah, blah, blah. And then we...
Feeling each other out.
Yeah, and then we started talking.
So courting. Online courting just a little
I
bit.
don't know if that's what
Chatting,
you call it, but yeah.
flirting,
getting to know each other.
But that's the thing. It was usually, hey, how are you? How's everything going? And
okay.
no real, nothing in depth up until like a few days before we decided to go out.
Yeah, for
Still
sure.
though, you still met her, or you still started talking to her a while ago. So you're saying that it took you months
to seal the deal
to
online?
seal the deal online.
Remember, I spent a lot of time in New York where...
Okay, so you were out of town.
He's out of town for
Okay,
some
sure.
time.
All right, so I'll give you that. All right, so you end up going to date.
So
Tell
what'd
me,
you guys
Ace.
do?
Nothing major. We went to the movies.
So first date to the movies?
How old are you again?
That's what we
You don't
did.
take a chick to the movies on a first date.
Especially when I
It was
talk.
her idea.
Okay.
How do you talk? How do you get to know somebody?
You don't.
Well, I mean, that's what we did. We did a lot of that over the telephone.
Oh, okay. So he already.
Okay.
Remember, I'm old school. I'm not with this fucking texting for weeks. And
So you guys
we
chatted a
actually
lot.
spoke
You
on
got
the
to know
phone.
each other. So by the time you met, you really didn't have shit to talk about.
So let's go to the
it's
movies.
like, let's go check out a
What
movie.
movie did you go see?
Okay, not bad.
I went to see Creed.
Did you wait? Did you follow my advice in the movies? I texted Big A some advice while he was in the movie theater.
At the movie.
While he was in the movie
Okay.
theater, I texted him some advice, and I told you to cut a hole in the bottom of the
Oh no, I
of the
didn't cut
popcorn
a,
basket.
believe it or not, we didn't get any popcorn.
What is that called? Dick in a popcorn?
I don't know.
Dick in a
The fucking
popcorn.
Dick in a
popcorn
tub?
cock?
Dick in a tub.
I don't
Dick in
know.
a tub, right? No, we didn't get popcorn actually.
That's my oldest play. If I
Dick
don't
in a
get no,
tub?
yeah. If she's not reaching for the bottom on the first
You're
date, I
full
don't
of
want a
shit.
second date.
All the way to the bottom. Make sure you get all of that.
I'm obviously not as bold as Frank is.
So you went to the movies. You went to go see Creed.
Good fucking movie, dude.
Yeah, don't shut your face. I don't want to hear about
fuck
it.
you.
Well, what did you think? What was it again?
Creed.
Creed. And that one's about.
Apollo Creed is in the Rocky universe. Apollo Creed is considered to be just the greatest fighter ever.
It's like Muhammad
He's
Ali.
like
No
of the
spoilers,
Rocky
bro.
Muhammad
universe.
Ali is for us.
No spoilers, bro.
So, shut up. Apollo Creed's son.
With the mom from
he was from a side piece.
Oh, so
basically.
he's an illegitimate
Oh, the
son.
bastard
He's
child
a bastard
of
child.
of
Apollo Creed.
So when no one in LA will train him because of who he is,
Really?
he goes to Philly. When Rocky finds out who
course.
he is, he's drawn to him.
How was Sylvester Stallone in
trains
this
him.
movie?
Sylvester Stallone was Sylvester Stallone. He was great. He
killed it.
How many bowls?
I would give it 4 bowls.
4 bowls out of 5?
Out of 5 bowls?
I would give it 4 out of 5.
That's a great movie.
Spark that shit up.
I liked it was a good movie. The only thing I didn't like about it, obviously, the cliche, you had to have the training montage.
It's not a Rocky movie without a training montage.
Absolutely.
It's not a Rocky.
You got to have the training montage. The little stunt. That little shit that you would never do in real life.
Sure.
Like lifting.
And
pig
chasing chickens.
Yeah, fucking chasing chickens and
cows.
Lifting rocks on a fucking horse thing. Like
wait, you don't do that when you train
running
box?
away from a Mercedes in the snow. Shit like that. It doesn't happen in real life.
Let's get back to this date real quick. So, did you get a kiss? Did you get anything at the end of the date?
Dude, a gentleman doesn't kiss.
Don't give me. Well, we ain't gentlemen here,
listen,
motherfucker.
Hey, you're in the potheads.
We're in the cipher right now. You're on the cipher with the potheads.
Trying to get me in trouble. Girls get mad about that shit.
She don't know. Don't nobody know who she is. You ain't say her name.
Mm-hmm. Ace, what happened, brother? Share with the world. The world wants to know.
Handy? Did you get a handy in the front seat?
No, I didn't get a handy. We're not quite there yet.
But rub and tug?
Close.
Nice little kiss.
Nice little kiss?
Oh, okay.
Nice little extended kiss.
A good kiss.
Oh, okay.
Slow,
not bad.
Clap,
little
clap.
little golf
major.
clap. So she's a good girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll take that.
Okay.
If she's worth it later on.
She's not one of these little. She doesn't seem to be one of these.
No, BJ on the first date.
Gotras from around.
If
the
I
way.
had a nickel for if I had a $1 for every time I got a BJ on the first date, I don't know.
You broke even.
Yeah, I'd have broken even by now.
Yeah.
But quality, not quantity.
Oh, it's good to hear that, Ace. Good to hear that you're out.
It's just like Bud, right? You want quality over quantity.
I'd rather a quarter of some loud than an ounce of some swag.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, we'll be back with the potheads. You're back in the cipher with the potheads. Folks, it's 420 on December 7th, 2015. I don't know if you guys know this, but today is the anniversary of Pearl Harbor, of the attacks on Pearl Harbor.
Today is December 7th.
December 7th, 1941. A bunch of...
A day that will live in infamy.
Is that what they say
That's
about
what
it? Yeah.
He said, yes.
The Japanese fleet came over and bombed us while we were, hanging out.
We were hanging out. It was a Sunday.
It was a Sunday, chilling.
Mm-hmm. Everybody was chilling.
Everybody was supposed to chill. And killed over 2,000 people. And obviously, if you know anything about history, you know how that turned out for them. But we haven't had as large of attack on our soil, on domestic soil, since 9/11.
Yeah, so it was pretty. So then you get a good scale of actually what it was to. That's how many people died at Pearl Harbor in an attack.
Yeah, at that time. We didn't know much. There was nothing like terrorism back in the 1940s that we were thinking about. There was no mass bombings or explosions other than World War I that the world really knew of.
Right.
So when that shit happened, it really fucked some shit up. Anyway.
So that brought America into the war, and everybody knows how that ended.
And an end to Nazi Germany.
Twice.
Great, yeah. So, I just wanted to go over a couple things about Pearl Harbor that not too many people know. Some trippy shit, right? Did you know that 8 battleships were targeted on that day and sunk? All but 2 of them were raised.
So
they rebuilt most of their shit and reused most of their ships that were bombed.
Right, because the Arizona's still down there, right? They have the memorial atop the Arizona.
Is still down there. Matter of fact, another little tidbit about Pearl Harbor is that the USS Arizona is still leaking fuel into the harbor.
Like gas? Like gasoline? Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It must be a small leak, but
after all this time.
But I can imagine there was a lot of
they can record it,
of fuel out there.
Absolutely. That water's got to be poisoned. But real quick, the last, and just I won't bore you with crazy facts, but one thing that actually hit home with me is that veterans, to this day, are actually allowed to be laid to rest at Pearl Harbor. And many veterans actually did do that. People who felt, like their brothers were still there. Mm-hmm. According to Huffington Post, about 30 Arizona survivors have chosen the option
to be laid to rest with their comrades,
to be laid to rest at the Arizona site.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. That shows the camaraderie of some of these guys, our military brothers and sisters. They're connected all throughout the years, and that's why we should take today to really remember them. Today's December 7th. Today was an anniversary for Pearl Harbor. We should remember them.
Put one in the air for all the brave men and women that died out there.
You know, Barack Obama was talking this Sunday, since we're talking about America and war and stuff like that. Barack Obama decided to make an address to the American people about basically what's going on, right? So if you guys know,
before the football game,
you know what's going on out there. A lot of shooting, ISIS mass shootings, bombings. Paris,
Berkeley. These two people claimed ISIS
in California. The shootings, and that's what Obama really wanted to address.
By the way, folks, check out our feed on Facebook. And on Instagram, it's the Podheads everything. Official Podheads.
At Official Podheads on Instagram and Twitter.
There you go.
So Barack Obama decides to just basically tell the American people what is going on. He talks about how everybody's on edge since 9/11, right? This type of nervousness with the American people hasn't happened since 9/11.
Okay.
He talks about that there is almost no way that they're going to send troops to fight ISIS on the ground.
Oh, really?
He absolutely said that that's not the way they're going to fight ISIS. They're not going to send more men and women to die out there for.
Well, that's good. I think that's pretty right. I mean, a lot of people don't agree. I saw a stat online this morning that says 7 to 10 Americans think we should be doing more on the ground against ISIS, but that's not. I mean, have we not learned anything from Iraq and Afghanistan?
And that's what Barack.
That same 7 out of 10 Americans are those jackasses that whatever he can do no right anyway. Everything he does is bad. If he did send troops out there, then those same 7 out of those 10 will be saying he's a fucking warmonger, and all he does is get us into trouble and into problems.
So damn if you do, damn if you don't.
If you're a black president,
if you're a black man in America,
yeah.
So he goes into about ISIS, and he makes it a point to differentiate Islam and Muslim Americans,
because there is a big difference.
Because there's a lot of Muslim hate going around right now.
A lot of misconceptions about the culture. A lot of misconceptions about the religion. You have these assholes out there who believe if you're Muslim, you're a terrorist or you support terrorism.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you were in the military. I mean, did you have and those guys are your brothers? That's how you refer to each other. I mean, were there Muslim Marines with you?
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew Muslim Marines. I mean, there was
a given though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was plenty. I mean, the country's full of Muslims who do everything else, who work hard, who are police, who are doctors, who are construction workers, who are military Muslims.
I think we all know at least one person who practices the faith of Islam. And what ISIS and a lot of these terrorists who claim that they're practicing Islam is a radical view of a perverted view, I think Barack Obama says, of Islam.
That's exactly what it is. They feel like, what I'm doing is right. I mean, these people, the crazy thing is they actually believe that what they're doing
I'm going to tell you why they think like this. And Barack Obama kind of makes a point to that why there's another reason of why not to go fight ISIS in their territory. Because they believe that if they have foreign invaders in their land, they have every right to defend themselves and fight the war. Okay, which in any culture would be understandable, but they're using that in their perverted, twisted way to do recruiting, right? To get more people behind them, to do whatever it is they have to do to fight the West, right? That's what they believe. So another reason why Barack Obama doesn't want to go to ISIS. So anyway.
Well said.
His speech is basically telling us what he's gonna do with ISIS. They're thinking about sending special troops rather than large forces. He wants a lot more gun control. He wants more gun control, especially high-powered rifles. He wants to make sure that it makes it a lot more difficult for people to get high-powered weapons. He also makes it a point to say that anybody on the no-fly zone, on no-fly list, can't get a gun. And that's what happened in San Bernardino.
That's nice. I like that.
They were in a no-fly zone, and they were able to acquire weapons. Their name, their background check, they were able to acquire weapons. So why is that happening? Yeah. Which he mentioned that.
He said he wanted to make it to where anybody, like when they check the backgrounds, they wanted to keep track of where they've been, if they've traveled to some of these crazy places.
Yeah, to any war zone, he says. Yeah. He says he wants to make sure if anybody coming into the United States, their background, if they've gone into any war zone, which makes sense.
Well, while we're on the subject of terrorism, we got to take a quick break. But I want folks, check out our feed from our show on our Facebook and on our Instagram. What is it, Big Ace?
The Podheads Web Show. That's what we are. You can search us on Facebook. On Twitter, it is @OfficialPodhead. And Instagram @OfficialPodheads with an S.
So check it out. There's a pretty cool video that's actually kind of opens your eyes about terrorism. It's on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. Check out our site. We have the link to it on there. And it's called The Terrorism Time Lapse. And basically, it's a map that shows every attack that has occurred around the world that claimed at least 20 victims' lives since the year 2000. So it spans from December 1st, 2000 to November 13th, 2015. Includes 9/11. Includes what's going on in Paris, what happened in Paris.
So it shows all the terrorist attacks in those years.
Yeah, in the last 15 years. But notably Africa. You don't hear nothing about Africa. But that place has been lighting up. Watch the video. It's crazy how little America has been attacked compared to the rest of the world, especially Africa, and how little. I don't think Australians been hit once. Knock on wood. I noticed in Australia has not been touched. They're doing it right over there. I'll tell you what. I'm moving to Australia.
They're doing.
Yeah. All right, folks, we got to take a break. It's the Potheads.
Aaron the Animal Steel, ladies and gentlemen. What men look like, okay? Not shaving that shit. Speaking of shaving, you guys manscape? No. Oh, really? You just got a straight forest. Just a wild jungle.
I don't. You know what?
That's disgusting.
No.
Get more hiding tips from the Pothead.
All right, what up, everybody? On here with the Podheads. JB, you mentioned something about that address Obama made the other day. And the only reason I really knew about it, because I watched it because it came on right before the football game.
Ah, you freaking.
I changed the channel. Yeah,
so
I'm sorry.
You tripped on it. You tripped on it.
I was getting ready to watch the game, and it came on, and I said, you know what? It's pretty interesting.
I didn't know it was coming on. I watched like 5 minutes.
Good. I think it was purposely done before football. Did you watch the game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I watched the game.
Oh, man.
There's only one undefeated team left.
And that undefeated team, actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because I wanted to talk to you about Cam Newton, who I feel is the front runner for MVP.
He's playing real bad right now. He's dabbing
He's been playing awesome all year. Now, his stats aren't that flashy, except for his rushing stats. But
he's getting the job done.
But he's getting the job done with nothing, really. And so right now, all the experts are saying it's either Brady or Newton. What do you guys think?
I'm thinking Newton, hands down. No question.
Cam Newton, Big A's.
As a diehard New England Patriots fan, and I love Tom Brady. I love me some Tom Brady.
I bet you do.
You'd probably blow him if you had a chance,
He can't do no wrong in my eyes.
He is to them what Derek Jeter is to us.
Sure, I understand.
Cam Newton is an MVP, and probably it's not close. Because right now, dual threat, and he's exhibiting that. Cam Newton can bomb the ball.
He's got an arm. He's got a cannon.
He can run. He's got a bomb. And that playbook is to his style. Okay? MVP means most valuable player. To who? To their own respective team. I can make an argument that without Cam Newton, the Panthers would be 0-12. Without Tom Brady, I think they could win a few. They have the backup, what's his name, Garoppolo, and they still have their coaching and the weapons. So, anyway, most valuable to their team, Cam Newton. And he's playing he's playing it.
I agree with
you.
See,
what I think most people are forgetting here, Like, I watch First Take in the morning and what have you, and Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is rapping off so-and-so's got all these yards and, about Tom Brady, whatever. But it doesn't matter. The award is not Best Player Award. It's Most Valuable Player.
Right.
And I think a lot of people, especially casual sports fans, they get that confused. They get the whole
best player versus most valuable player.
Exactly.
So who's scoring the most points versus who's the most valuable to their team? Who's contributing to wins more?
Absolutely.
They're two completely different types of quarterback, right?
So there you go. Take the stats out of it. The eye test. You've watched enough of those games?
Sure.
Okay.
Only 6 interceptions and 31 touchdowns. Tom Brady is on pace to maybe break Peyton Manning's record, or was it Aaron Rodgers' record a few years ago, 50-something touchdowns in a season. If Tom Brady gets 50 touchdowns in a season, does he win MVP? Because everybody wants Cam Newton to win this.
What if the Panthers go undefeated?
Oh, then yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
No, the fucking Olympics. The Olympics is going down in fucking Rio.
And dirty shit water.
Bro, the water.
Shit water.
What?
Yeah.
The water is so bad that they tested it. And they said that the water in fucking Rio, where our Olympians are going to be swimming, is so contaminated that it is over 1 million times worse than what we consider here in the United States. Like, you can't go in there because it's that bad.
Oh,
so
shit.
our shittiest shit water
is
a million times better
what we consider contaminated,
Rio.
And we would not allow our people to swim in.
Your women might be the most beautiful women in the world, but they're all bathing in shit.
Oh, my gosh.
Right?
No women's perfect, brother.
Would you rather take a shit-bathed, shit-stinky-ass hottie from Brazil or a perfectly clean four from Orlando?
Squeaky clean, squeaky clean.
Do you give the Brazilian chick a bath?
No.
Or
you gotta toss her salad.
She just came out. She just came out of the Rio River that's 1 million times shittier than our shit water. She comes out soaking it in, but she's smoking hot.
You can bathe her, but only if you have to save her. You have to dive into that river yourself and save her from that shit water river.
You wouldn't save her? I can hold my
swim. She better learn how to swim. I'm not jumping in that
Dude, I can hold my breath.
So you would swim through 30 meters of shit water
to grab the hottest chick.
Would you do it for
a boner?
Wow, what a joke.
I thought that's where we're going. Sorry.
The only
reason I would save her is the boner.
So if she wouldn't put out after you saved her.
I would throw that bitch right
No, but bro, the thing is
right back in the water.
It doesn't. But I'm talking about you're jumping in to save her. Do you know how sick you'll get from that water?
Yeah, there were reports that people got sick off of that.
Bro, you go in there with a cut on your toe, you will die.
Dead.
Yeah.
You're gonna get some disgusting viruses
our people are gonna go out there from all over the world and swim in this shit to try to win a fucking medal. Okay. You know what? They can shove their medal up their ass. I wouldn't do it.
No.
And I think that the Olympic Committee should fucking do something about it.
Sure. Drop a couple Clorox tabs in that bitch. Call it a day.
No, take the fucking Olympics out of there.
Boil that shit.
There's no way to clean that. How are you going to clean a river?
You got to take... Yeah. I mean, you should take the Olympics right out of it.
Anyways, this weekend, UFC. Jose Aldo and Conor McGregor.
Jose Aldo, Conor McGregor.
Are you ready for that fight?
What weight class is this? There are a couple of little guys. 145?
Featherweights, bro.
Featherweight is 140? 145? I thought that was like lightweight.
135, I think.
So these badass dudes...
There's some...
145. They're featherweights, bro. They're 145.
Featherweight is 145 in the UFC. Okay.
Jose Aldo is the champ, the real champ. Conor McGregor, the interim champ.
Okay, how does that work? Because I don't know how that interim shit works.
So Jose Aldo's been known to be hurt his past few fights. He actually pulled out of the Conor McGregor fight before for injury. And that's why this is giggity.
Pulled out.
That's why because he pulled out. Before that, he's been known to be hurt before. So instead of this last fight, instead of the UFC just calling the fight, they called Chad Mendes to step in to fight for an interim title. The winner of that fight will get an automatic berth to Jose Aldo. It's, I don't know, to make people happier. I don't know.
Whatever.
So you're basically the champion, but you didn't beat the champion.
You're going to have to beat the champion.
Be the man! You gotta beat the man! And I'm saying, woo!
So Jose Aldo, he's the champion. That fight's been cooking for over a year.
Conor McGregor.
Those motherfuckers don't play.
No.
Those Irish guys, they have...
The belt that he has is kind of like, this is for you to hold on until the real champ comes back.
Yeah, basically. He knows that. He knows that. He knows what's up. He knows that.
Okay.
But listen, that fight's the main event. That's what everybody wants to see. But the card itself is stacked. I mean, you're talking about that probably the top, that all those fights could headline a show. Check this out. Luke Rockhold is fighting Chris Weidman for the champ too, the middleweight championship.
Okay.
Luke Rockhold versus Chris Weidman for the middleweight.
Chris who? Chris Weidman?
You remember him?
Oh,
He's the guy
that's
that
the guy that
knocked
beat
out
Silva, right?
twice. Right. So he's the champ. He's the champ. He's fighting Luke Rockhold, who was a champ at a previous organization. He's a bad motherfucker too. Guys named Souza versus Romero. I don't know if UFC.
No.
If you don't know UFC,
I've been out of it for a while.
middleweight. These two are probably 3 and 4. If Luke Rockhold and Chris Weidman are 1 and 2, Souza and Romero are probably like 3 and 4. Maybe that was the right numbers,
Should
but
be a
they're
good
up
fight.
there. So basically, the winner of that fight is probably going to fight for the championship. The winner of Rockhold and Weidman. That's why it's a good fight.
Okay.
Damian Maia is fighting Gunnar Nelson, another good fight, and Stevens fighting Holloway, Max Holloway.
So
anyway,
what?
So the UFC, the card is stacked.
What is this? UFC what?
UFC 194.
Friday,
UFC 194
Saturday night?
Saturday the 12th.
Saturday the 12th.
194 Saturday.
I'm sure
the
we'll
12th.
have something on our Facebook
We'll
about
put it on
that,
our Twitter.
on official Potheads and on Twitter. Check out the link. So it's a pretty big deal. UFC 194. It's a pretty big deal, huh?
Yeah. I tell you who else got a pretty big fucking deal today. Fucking LeBron James, bro.
LBJ.
Nike gave LeBron James a lifetime contract.
A lifetime contract.
Now, the terms haven't been revealed, but they say that it is going to be several times, not several million, but several times more than the $30 million that they're paying.
Shit,
Kevin Durant.
A year?
Oh, Nike's paying Kevin Durant $30 million a year.
And they're saying that the money that LeBron's going to be getting paid yearly is going to be several times more than that.
Several times.
What?
We're
at
looking
least
at
3
60
times.
to 90 million?
At least 3 times.
Dude,
Well,
that
think
dude,
about it like
bro,
this.
LeBron is
90?
about his business. I heard that dude is worth a lot of money.
LeBron.
Yeah.
Not just in basketball.
Well, LeBron's
Business.
first shoe
Business.
contract with Nike was worth like, I think it was like $90 million for 7 years, if I'm not mistaken. But the money he brought in for Nike, he has sold over $540 billion.
Wow, that's a
worth
lot
of
of
shoes for
fucking
Nike.
money.
How much?
540
billion.
billion with a B.
billion.
Wow.
A billion.
That's Michael Jordan numbers.
And
That's
More?
no.
No, Michael. How
He's
much?
got his
Michael
own
Jordan?
business, bro.
Yeah, he's
That
his
guy's,
own logo.
That guy's
They
still
talk-
selling shoes from the '80s styles and
the
shit.
interesting thing is they talked about giving LeBron his own
Brand?
Broadway brand like Jordan. And that they decided between LeBron and Nike, they decided that it was best to just leave it.
Yeah, I don't
Give
think
him a
it's very
lifetime.
like
Give him a
Jordan.
lifetime contract.
He's
For-
not as iconic as Jordan. You can't turn LeBron. I don't think you can turn LeBron into
Well,
the
you
kind
don't-
of brand that you did Jordan.
Well, you don't
Yeah,
have
he-
a little picture that you can look at and say, "Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
LeBron.
Jordan. Yeah,
It's
oh, yeah,
branding,
that's-
branding, right?
branding.
You see that anywhere.
You know it's Jordan.
You know that's Jordan
People
or
have that
associated with
tattooed
Jordan.
on them.
This is true.
I've seen people
LeBron
with
James
little
has his
Jordan
little
tattoos.
LB crown
Yeah,
little
but
logo, but it doesn't
still,
have
not
the
as cool. It
same.
doesn't have the
It
same
doesn't.
effect.
It sure
We
doesn't.
can go on the street, ask 10 people what the Jordan brand looks like
And
and,
they'll
what
know.
the LeBron
They know the
brand looks like,
Jumpman.
and probably won't know.
But
But he's gonna make a lot more money. I think so.
No. Isn't Jordan
Four,
a billionaire
540?
now?
Jordan is, that Joker's got a lot.
Oh, okay, you're right. You're right.
But maybe
Yeah.
eventually.
Sure.
Maybe eventually.
No, because you're right. He's his own brand. If
Yeah, but
Nike's tying him up for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he
but
can't.
listen, he's his own brand under Nike. Nike's still the boss.
Exactly.
You're saying Jordan
Well,
brand.
Yes.
Sure, but yeah,
Nike
but
still cuts the check.
Okay. You gotta have hustles. This is our hustle, right?
it's our hustle.
This is our hustle. We'll be back, y'all.
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every
You're listening to the Podheads web show. At Official Podheads, our Twitter handle. Make sure you say hello. Give us some ideas to talk about. We like to talk shit around here. Bet you didn't know something, Frank the Tank. Oh,
I know everything.
You don't know shit, okay? And Ace don't know shit either. I drive a lot, and I have plenty of...
I drive a Dodge Stratus.
What? Where's that from?
It's a clip from an old SNL clip.
Okay, that's good.
PTC. Paulie, you know what I'm talking about. He'll know what I'm talking about.
I drive on the highway a lot, and then I was bored enough to Google some interesting things about the highway.
Okay.
Did you know the highway, the interstate? Okay. Eisenhower was the one who initiated the interstate highway system.
Yes, sir.
To connect the states, and that made a new age of marketing and business and so on and so forth. Every 5th mile of the interstate, any highway that has I something, has to be straight for a mile.
Oh, wow.
Do you know why?
Why?
Bet you didn't know.
For tanks.
Close.
Military.
In case somebody has to land a plane in an emergency.
So you're I'm going to give you both half points because you're both half right.
Okay.
It is for landing planes, but it was a specific order by Eisenhower for military airplanes. Okay.
Okay, guys, I got to talk to you about some shit, man. We're talking about things that most people didn't know. I stumbled upon some shit by basically going through a YouTube wormhole. You start on one page and you end up on a whole different subject.
I spent days in that wormhole sometimes.
Yeah, bro. So anyway, apparently this tech company, Humai, Humai. Check out the page. Check out our Instagram, our Twitter for the link. It's going to be on our Facebook feed, folks. This company feels that it should be able to resurrect dead human beings within 30 years by downloading your subconscious and then and saving your brain after you die, and then basically uploading that subconscious onto that brain inside a biometric body. Sounds science fictional, but they believe that they can do this.
So some Japanese guy says that he can take the consciousness of you and put it in
anything, essentially.
In a robot. In computers, in a human robot is what I understand. Is that what it?
Yes, exactly.
In 30 years. It's 2015 and 2045. That's crazy.
So he's going to do what Tony Stark did with Jarvis.
Listen to this.
In the movie.
Popular Science has an article about it. Popular Science has an article about it, and they quote the guy saying, "We're using artificial intelligence and nanotechnology to store data and conversational styles, behavioral patterns, thought processes, and information about how your body functions from the inside out. That data is then coded into multiple sensor technologies and built into the brain, which is then pretty much, sent on impulses through this artificial body."
So it's saying an AI. It's exactly what you said, Ace. Yeah, it's they're trying to put an AI.
But it's not your actual consciousness.
No, it's just your. It's not you.
It's a copy of you.
It's a copy of your.
So is that you though?
No. No.
But do you have these memories? What is it?
You're not gonna die and be able to.
But it's your brain.
Yourself.
It's your brain in this body.
No, I don't think I ever.
That they bring back.
Like that.
If they take your brain.
No.
They freeze it.
No.
Yes. How? Okay. I'll give you an example of how. Well, first, we'll collect extensive data from our members for years prior to their death via various apps. They're going to freeze the brain using cryonics technology. When the technology is fully developed, they'll implant the brain into an artificial body. The artificial body functions will be controlled with your thoughts by measuring brain waves. As the brain ages, we'll use nanotechnology to repair and improve cells. Cloning technology is going to help with this too.
So they're gonna take the brain and stick it in a new body. The brain's the only thing that they can't make in a lab, right?
But essentially, the brain is not alive, right?
Right, it's just a mass.
So they put that brain, that dead brain, in your body. They upload the subconscious, and yeah, I guess
Light a switch, because that's what your brain is. Your brain's
Yeah.
impulses, electrical impulses.
fired up.
Fired up. Huh. They're going to take measurements over years, which that's you. All that data is you.
But I still think it's going to be more of a carbon copy.
Yeah, it's not going to be your conscious. I don't know. Will your brain wake up and it would be you? Like, I don't think it'll work like that. I think I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to turn on the switch again. Fire up those electrical impulses in your brain. Still, though, the robot was a human robot. Would you f*** a robot? No, you know it's a robot.
They're
it's
already
gonna
working
feel.
on it.
I know. I'm
They're
asking
working
you
on
the
it, of
question.
course. If she was hot
Yeah.
and it felt real, why not?
Huh?
Would that qualify as a sex toy?
Sure, why not?
It would have to be
sex bot.
so realistic. I just go and
As
get
long
a
as it doesn't
fleshlight.
talk.
As long as hey, that's funny.
Can't find the name of this guy, but listen, they're interviewing him. They ask him, "What's your timeline for resurrection?" We believe we can resurrect the first human in 30 years. He says he wants to make death optional.
So it's basically bringing you back to life.
Essentially,
That's what they're saying with it.
Dave Gershorn and Sarah Fecht. It's on Popular Science. Check it out. We'll have the link on our page, on our official Podheads web page.
What's the ethics on that?
My question.
Oh, it's up to
would
you, right?
Want to do that? Like, would you want to come back and be a fucking robot?
Who wouldn't want to do that? I would have definitely.
I've always said
come back with my same brain, super body.
Okay, so are they going to give you like you're a robot, right? You don't got to
fuck
piss
shit
off.
I've
They
got-
give you a cock. Would you be able to have
Of
sex and
course.
stuff?
Why not? Of
'Cause you're
course.
a fucking robot.
No,
I'm sure it'll be
that
yeah,
would
it was
be
not
one
going to
of
be
the main-
RoboCop. You're not going to be RoboCop. You're going to be
They're gonna try to
some
make you
sort of
like yourself as much as possible.
Exactly.
You're gonna have all kinds of sensors down there that trigger impulses in your brain that relay
I'm
pleasures.
going to hack
of
myself
sex.
to be able to fuck.
To be gay? He's gonna hack himself,
Hack himself
to be
to
gay. So he goes against his original nature.
Terrible.
and,
Or maybe
starts
to go
doing
right in
guys.
line with his original nature that he's been hiding for so many years.
I don't got nothing. I'm sticking my middle finger because I don't have anything. I'm too big right now, I think.
All right, we're gonna be back. It's the Potheads.
Every day.
Speaking of pedophiles, check out our. Speaking of potheads. Speaking of. You're saying, I got this.
Outtakes, 'cause he's so fucked up that he can't even get the words out.
The potheads. The next thing smoking on the internet.
The Podheads web show. You're back with Frank the Tank. AB, the Notorious Ace. Fellas, it's this year's done. It's December.
Goddamn.
It went fast.
It's been a year. It's been a long year. Not really. It's gone by real fast.
My 2015 is, I'm glad to see it go. I don't know about you guys, but I'm glad to see it done. But there were some good things, right? There were some good things 2015.
So he's been, he's back in the world. He's dating. Hence the name JB. We'll explain it another day. He's
at Official Podhead.
at Official
if
Podheads.
you
Follow us.
Want to date me?
Yeah, holler at him. He will not turn down any dates. He will not turn down any dates. Doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter what you're into. He's for the show. He's doing it for the show. So if you want to come out and just have a good time with him, just holler at us on our page. And you got to be cool, open-minded about it. No crazies. No stalkers. He's got nothing wrong with gay people, but he doesn't mind going out with y'all. Just don't expect nothing at the end of the night.
I don't even know what to say. I feel like I'm hostage.
He just set you up for a gay date.
Ladies.
Ladies only.
Okay. All right. What else you got?
Well, you know what? Yeah, the best 3 albums of the year were Ed Sheeran, Sam Smith, and Taylor Swift.
Oh, so who'd
Taylor
you say?
Swift,
Taylor
obviously.
Swift,
was
Ed Sheeran.
705,000.
Okay.
Sam Smith had 695,000, and Taylor Swift had 431.
So that's 700,000 times sold.
Yes.
Seven platinum. 7 times platinum for Ed Sheeran.
No,
that's gold. 500,000 is gold.
Right.
Oh.
You gotta get to $1 million.
$1 million is platinum.
It's platinum.
Oh, so damn, motherfuckers ain't even going platinum anymore.
No, it's just fucking internet,
It's
bro. They
because
don't buy
the internet.
records no more. Now
Nobody
it's
buys
you got to
records
drop singles and make off your money off the singles because you get royalties off the singles.
So-
Drop a single, make a hit. Drop a single, make a hit. Let's go pay some bills and
Yeah,
we'll come
exactly.
back.
Yeah. We'll be back on the podhead.
Now we got bad blood. You know it used to be mad love. So take a look what you've done. Cause baby, now we got bad blood.
Hey, I can't take it back. Look where I'm at. We was OG like DOC, remember that. My TOC was quite OD, ID my facts. Now POV of you and me, similar Iraq. I don't hate you, but I hate to critique, overrate you. These beats of a dark heart use bass lines to replace you.
You're back with the podhead. Folks, thanks for sticking with us on our inaugural episode. Show us some love on our Facebook. Big A's, let them know where we at.
Facebook is the Podheads Web Show. At Official Podhead on Twitter. At Official Podheads on Instagram. And officialpodheads@gmail.com.
Big Ace, you talked about the end of 2015. I mean, we have said goodbye to a lot of things. It's time to start thinking forward. 2016, right around the corner. So the Grammys, you know, you can't turn on the TV without hearing about it. Kendrick Lamar is slated to be, he's nominated for 11. It's thought to be the front runner, bringing down the house this year, pretty much.
He's got 11 nominations, and including Album of the Year.
Okay.
He's gonna win a few.
Well, who else is on that Album of the Year list?
Well, he's got Album of the Year. It's Kendrick Lamar. You got Alabama Shakes.
Okay.
Chris Stapleton.
Oh, Chris Stapleton, that Tennessee Whiskey.
Traveler is the name of the album.
Yeah.
Taylor
That's a good
Swift.
song. Taylor
1989 by Taylor Swift.
That
Okay.
one too. Remember that one came
killed
out
that.
earlier this year, and we kind of just forgot about it. But that when it came out, everybody was.
That bitch owns the music world right now.
She could win that one. She could win
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
And Beauty and the Madness.
She probably will win that freaking
The
album.
Weeknd.
Nah, I don't think The Weeknd. The Weeknd sounds. I like the old Weeknd shit. So you can put on the tune, put on Pandora on the Weeknd station, and get it in with the old lady. Now he's too poppy. He's way too commercial. Everything is techno beats and repetitive shit.
But now we got we got a few controversial things here that have been going on. The hip hop related ones.
Okay.
You got Best Rap Performance.
All right. This is what I'm interested in. This is what I want to know.
Apparently by J. Cole.
Okay.
song?
Apparently.
Oh, apparently by J. Cole.
You got Back to Back by Drake.
Okay.
That's the Meek Mill
Which was,
diss.
supposedly a diss.
A mediocre.
but the worst
Mediocre.
Sideways.
He's a
ass
singing brother.
back-
He's a singing.
You love you some Drake, don't you, JB?
Trap Queen.
Drake,
by Fetty
JB,
Wap.
JB's a little bit of a hopeless romantic. He like him some Drake. He'll put on some Drake, do a little dance for a
He's
girl.
a little homo romantic.
JB's.
All Day by Kanye with Paul McCartney, Theophilus London, and Alan King. Truffle Butter.
Oh, that song was pretty big, even though it was
Do
ridiculous.
you know what truffle butter is?
What's truffle butter, JB?
Bet you didn't know.
What's truffle butter?
Truffle butter. Truffle butter. The juice that comes out when you're f***ing a girl in the ass is the substance or juice
Shitty water.
that comes out when you pull the dick out of the ass when you're f***ing a chick in the butt.
Wow, that's what they made a song about.
Shit juice.
Shit juice.
How they
Truffle
love
butter?
the truffle butter.
Really?
I don't know.
That's what that song is about?
According to Urban Dictionary, truffle butter is when you pull your dick out of the asshole and continue f***ing her
Oh
pussy.
my God.
And the tan, buttery substance around her pussy is truffle butter.
Wow.
An example. Quote. Eat my pussy. Hell nah, bitch. You gotta let me finish it. Quote. Eat my pussy. Hell nah, bitch. Not after I just... Not after I just... Not after I... Not after I just put it in your pussy from your ass. You got truffle butter, ho. Quote.
That's crazy. That's on Urban Dictionary.
Yes, I'm looking at it
Wow.
right now.
Oh,
Truffle butter. Yo,
That's truffle butter.
spread that shit on some toast. Should they going? Should they going? All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. That's the show. It's been a great show, guys. The inaugural show, December 7th. Good time. You guys have fun?
Yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah? What do you think, JB?
It was good. It was fun.
Yeah?
I like this stuff, man.
I
It's
think
fun
it's a good time.
being around here, talking shit with you guys.
Yeah.
Hope our fans are out there listening to us.
Let them know where you can find us, Big Ace.
Facebook. We have Facebook is the Podheads Web Show. Twitter is @officialpodhead. Instagram is @officialpodheads with an S. And that's it.
Send us some likes. Give us some follows.
Yeah, we'll be posting things related to the show. We'll have outtakes. We'll have
Check out
little
the
things that maybe
promos.
didn't make the cut. A few more promos. Just check us out and spread the word.
Tune in next time for the first edition of JB Takes On. Folks, it's been a hell of a ride. JB.
So don't forget, JB Takes On. I take all challenges, ladies. I'm free tomorrow and Thursday. @official podheads. Ace.
Yeah, that's it, man. Y'all be blessed. Have a good week. Have a good however long till we talk to y'all again.
All right, folks, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for getting in the cypher with the Podheads.
Wanna get you fucked up.